Fourth day of the riding today. Started off in Nantes this morning and ended up late this afternoon in this place here, La Bernière-Auretz, which is on the mouth of the estuary of the Loire. So Saint-Nazaire is somewhere over there, and I'm on this side. The Loire has really broadened out at this point. So this little town here is a bit like a mini Blackpool or a mini Brighton, probably a bit posher than Blackpool, to be honest with you. And it's where the French seem to come for their holidays. And you can always tell when the French are around because French men are on the beach in ridiculously small black Speedo swimming costumes, which are not a pretty sight, no matter what angle or what side you look from. Imagine late 40s, 50s, early 60s gentlemen in tight-fitting, small black swimwear. Not something to dwell on, I don't think. So they're here on their holidays, don't hear any other language but French, and they seem to be enjoying themselves. I'm in a pretty miserable little hotel. There's not much else around, to be honest with you, but it'll do for tonight. So last night was Nantes, and I enjoyed Nantes. Nantes is a nice city, and it has wonderful trams that speed along. Why can't we have decent trams in England? In Birmingham we've got one tram line. It works its way about half a mile through the city at walking pace, and then it goes on to an old railway line and wends its way through the Black Country to Wolverhampton, and that's it. There's talk of it eventually extending up to Five Ways and along the Hagley Road and maybe even the Bristol Road, but I won't be alive to see that. It just takes so long to do these things. The French, at least, with their trains and infrastructure, their trams and so forth, they seem to just get at it and do it, and things seem to work here. So the riding's going well. I haven't been vlogging every day because it's a bit boring, really, isn't it? And you know the instruction, if you don't like it, you haven't got to watch it. All you need to do is press the delete button. So please, nobody send me an email saying that they don't want to see these videos. Just don't watch them or delete them. Don't complain to me. Riding's going well. There's a bit of a click on the bike, which is a bit infuriating. I'm just sort of wondering where that's from. Hope it's not the bottom bracket. Better not be, because it's a bit of a specialised bottom bracket, if you know what I'm talking about. And I think there's only one man in Somerset, in Taunton in Somerset, who knows how to fix it. So it better not be the bottom bracket, otherwise we're in trouble. I think it's the pedal, so I might have to look at getting a new set of pedals. I carry on tomorrow, again along the extended estuary of the Loire, and we'll end up in Olonne-sur-Mer, I think it's called, and that's just near the Ile de Noirmoutier, which is famous for its salt. I'll probably sort of wander over there and just pick up some of this grey, dull-looking salt that they seem to rage about. And then from there onwards, on down to Rochefort, where I think I'll stay a night, and then to Bordeaux, and a bit of a break in Bordeaux with a bit of luxury, fine food and wine for a few days before heading on further south to the Pyrenees and on into Spain. I'm enjoying it. I can still do it, probably about 80 miles a day, which is enough for me. Seemed to be a bit shorter today because I got here around about 5 o'clock, so I'm sitting having a little glass of I think it's Muscadet. It only cost €1.50, which surprised me because I bought a glass of wine in Nantes yesterday and it was €5 for a glass. So maybe here's not as posh as Nantes. The sun has not been out too much today. It's been slightly overcast, but I'm not worried because too much sun when you're cycling is a killer, to be honest with you. My arms get very burnt, and I've got a bit of a problem with one of my arms. It itches when it gets too much sun, so I have to be a bit careful with the sun. Hope everything's good for you. Again, if you don't like it, delete it.